Is errors and omissions insurance a scam? Insurance by nature is gambling. You are placing a bet that you'll need additional protection, so you pay the premium. The insurance company is betting that you won't, so they'll pay the cost to protect you should the need arise. The insurance premium is just a fraction of the settlement coverage, so insurance companies must win far more than they lose or else they would go bankrupt. Now, sometimes you're required by law to place this bet. Other times it's voluntary. In California, E&O insurance is voluntary, although agents treat it as if it were 100% obligatory to be in business. I was one of those agents, but now I have a much lower opinion of E&O insurance. I've been licensed for 23 years and never once filed a claim for myself. Balboa Real Estate has been around for over a decade, brokered thousands of transactions, and we have only filed one claim in our entire history. And that one claim that we filed taught me so much of how lame E&O carriers are and their disinterested attorneys. When we were first served a lawsuit, I wondered where the mistake was made, so I meticulously reviewed the entire file. The paperwork was squeaky clean. Even more, it had additional documentation that went above and beyond the standards. In relation to the complaint, the agent did nothing wrong. And soon I would realize the lawsuit was 100% baseless. Of course, I also learned that it doesn't really matter if the lawsuit has merit or not, and this is one major reason that E&O insurance stinks. To put this into perspective, a lawsuit in which my agent did nothing wrong, I mean 0% at fault, unfairly and wrongly targeted, went on for 2 years. This poor woman was dragged through the whole process, meetings, sworn depositions, the whole gamut, for 2 years, reinforcing the fact that she had nothing to do with the plaintiff's grievance. Do you know how it ended? The insurer paid out a settlement to the villain to end the pending litigation prematurely. And this isn't an isolated case. In fact, the word is out that E&O insurers will just pay a settlement as it's more cost efficient. And this is why I recently made a video about E&O scammers. Although that name might be fitting for insurance companies, I'm actually referring to the attorneys and bottom feeders that stub their toe at an open house and then demand to speak to the broker's E&O company. So for a while now, I'll get a complaint in an email from someone I've never heard of talking about an event I've never heard of and demanding to talk with my E&O insurer. Yeah, sorry, that's never ever going to happen. I learned that lesson the hard way. So now I'm hard pressed to think of a situation in which I'd actually file an E&O claim. See, these scammers know that you may not have deep pockets, but you have a rich uncle protecting you. And the E&O insurer, well, that's the rich uncle that makes you a target. If you don't have deep pockets or a rich uncle, magically, these scammers tend to go away. The problem is that E&O insurers have chummed the water, and so these sharks are constantly circling real estate brokers. So here's my final thought about E&O insurance. It should be treated like catastrophic event insurance. A claim should only be filed as an absolute last resort and when an agent truly screwed up and the fallout is 6 figures or more. Any brokerage that does volume needs an in-house fighter. It could be a pit bull broker or an in-house counsel, but there needs to be someone with a steel spine to shut down money grabs and resolve actual disputes before they unnecessarily escalate. For so many companies, self-insuring will make more sense because E&O insurance is not cheap and rates have been going up considerably due to property management claims, among other types. For the typical real estate agent out there, if your broker commission arrangement covers the cost of your E&O premium, then you're winning. However, that broker should only file an E&O claim as an absolutely last resort, or else you might find yourself in court for the next 2 years over some baseless money grab. Thanks for watching.